The Greens have never felt the need to be factual, and they use pictures of koalas to crowdsource funds, which is just a little disingenuous. Farmers are sick of being lectured by people who have never had to make a payroll through a drought, rebuild after flood.
So, Senator Hanson, you say that we have imposed some sort of double standard. What we've actually done is ask farmers to comply with exactly the same regulations that every other industry has had to comply with for the last 25 years. Mining companies, renewables companies, property developers, anyone else who proposes a project that is likely to have a significant impact on the environment is required to have a federal assessment, and that's now what we're asking of farmers in some situations. Now, the other thing worth remembering, Senator Hanson, is that one of the reasons we've done this is to protect the Great Barrier Reef, which in our state supplies 77,000 jobs in the regional communities that you claim you represent.
Now, Minister, why is your government destroying our natural environment in order to save it?
Thank you, Senator Hanson. Minister Watt.
Well, Senator Hanson, you might not care about the Great Barrier Reef and the 77,000 jobs in Australia that rely on it and the $9 billion in economic turnover that it produces every year, but Labor certainly does.
Are there any further motions to take note of answers? Senator Hanson.
Thank you very much. Well, I want to take note of the answer from Senator Murray Watt with regards to the Native Vegetation Act that the government has actually passed under the Environment Protection Agency. Now, I'm going to read directly from the National Farmers Federation because I think they've really summed it all up. The deal that they've made is strip back the long-standing continuous use exemption for vegetation not cleared in the previous 15 years and for some areas near waterways and Great Barrier Reef catchments. Now, let I say that this is preventing farmers from clearing the lands that have been let idle for about 15 years, and it's going to cost up to $140,000 for them to get this done. So the NFF oppose these changes. We still do. Now we are seeing exactly what farmers feared. Activist groups are using these reforms to run sweeping campaigns against agriculture, particularly northern cattle producers. A recent Great Barrier Reef report makes serious claims about land clearing, sediment and grazing, including 856,474 hectares cleared in reef catchments from 2018 to 2023, 84% for grazing, and more than 4.9 million tonnes of fine sediment each year from the Burdekin and Fitzroy catchments. Care for stock and keep a business alive. They are sick of being told they are the problem by campaigners whose answer is always more red tape for regional Australia. Farmers reject the idea that protecting the environment means burying them in confusion, threatening compliance action and outsourcing policy to city-based campaigners. That might make for a tidy Greens press release, but it does not make for good law. When will you acknowledge the double standards imposed on farmers in your government's unending war on Australian agriculture?